Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Okay.
This meeting is being recorded.
Two-way data binding, right? Okay. So this is what we have discussed yesterday in two-way data binding. So two-way data binding in Angular allows the synchronization of data between component and the view template. Means it will combine both property binding and event binding. And yesterday we were running into an error because of this app module file. So we'll see. Till now you understood what is two-way data binding. Forget what we did yesterday. Till now that two-way data binding is when component view both are doing the same thing. And we are just saying that it combines both property binding and event binding. So this particular two-way data binding is nothing. It is just a combination of property binding and event binding. That's it. So let's see how. So this is what we were doing yesterday. So I'll remove everything. So this is just a simple and normal template and component. Okay. Anything? So in component, let me create a container, and in this container, I will create an input box, right? And then I will create a h1 heading. In my particular component class, I will declare a search string, and initially I'll give its value as empty string. In the template, I will render that h1 value as a string population. So here I will write search. Simple thing we are doing. And from tomorrow onwards, we are having holidays. Classes will reopen on 17th of January, Friday, as on the same time, right? So you are having leaves from 11th to 16th, and in this meantime of 6 days we will not disturb you, right? Do whatever you want, enjoy with your family, friends. In You said something? Enjoy your festival, right? And make sure that you are coming with a refreshing mood after that, because after that we don't have any long leaves, right? Till the completion of course. And we'll try to pack up with the course in the first or max to max second week of February. Will not extend more than that. At that time we'll finish. In the heading nothing is coming because in component we are not writing anything. So here let me write showing result for shoes, something like that. I'm showing that showing result for shoes, and in this heading it is coming because values are getting written by the string interpolation. If I remove this part and if I want to do it using property binding and event binding, For that, this input, at first, what we will do here, we will attach a input event to it. If I want to do it using property binding and event binding, at first I need to attach a input event here, and this input event will call search text function. It will call a search text function. Now what I want, this search function will be having a argument of event. It will be having an argument of event. And here, now when you are going online, it will throw you error that search text does not exist. So declare this search text. So S capital search text I am defining, and simple thing I will write that here it is accepting one event argument. So it will set this dot search equals to event dot target dot value. Event is throwing error, so assign the type any to it and error will be removed. Now whatever you are typing here, at the same time it is coming there also, right? If I want to set the value of this h1 using property binding, for that I can write here that inner, so there is a property inner text, remember, there is a property inner text and its value is coming from search. In this way you can set. So write something here. So this is you are doing, okay, whatever you are writing in the input box, at the same time it is coming there also, right? Now if you want to combine these two steps, because if you don't know what is this event, right, we don't know what is this event, we can remove this part and we can remove this part also to combine them. Now how I will combine? To this input box I will say property binding event binding ng model, and ng model is equals to search. Ng model is equals to search, and this h1 is taking the string interpolation value from search. We will write it. At first it is showing that can't bind to ng model since it's an unknown property. Now if you're writing something here, you will see like this. Refresh and right here I am a engineer, and we are still getting the same output, right? That was a, we are not doing anything new, we are just writing what we wrote yesterday and it is working fine, right? Yesterday it was a angular error. Now if you are writing here, let's say India, it is coming, but we are not writing any event, we are not doing anything. If I'm removing this search text function, now also value is coming, but how, who is, where is the function, where is the function that is writing the values? For that, let's run this application again. So terminate the previous process and run it again. Now it is not running the application. It is saying that ng model is not working. So you have to solve this error first, then you will go. So it is not running now. For that, we need to import something. So here this particular part is importing a router outlet. So here I will import as forms module. What I'm importing? Forms module. And now you will see that it is running. It is running, right? Angular is running and write something here and you combined. But how it is working, you don't know. If I'm removing this particular part, ng model equals to search. Now it is not writing the value. It means that something is done by this ng model only. Something is done by ng model only. So now if I'm writing, that's it, right? Now this is working fine without any particular problem. But how this mg model is working, let's understand this part. If I'm removing this input tag, what you are saying? You are saying that you have one heading and the value of heading is coming from this component. Value of this heading is coming from this component search, right? It is coming from, if I remove, you are removing this part, that search equals to, so you are assigning a type string that's different. And it is an empty string here. It is a empty string here. Now, if you want to make some change, you have to write it here. For that, what you did is you have given a input box. What we have given? We have given a input box. Now, I want that if I'm writing here, I am Shivam. I want this value to be displayed in the place of this search. Previously also we did this thing using event binding. For that we have to write a function here. We have to give a event argument and same thing we need to accept here. And that's a lengthy process. Angular provides you two-way data binding. Now these are the symbol of property binding. These are the symbol of event binding. Just write here ng. Ng stands for Angular and write model. Ng and ng model is equal to search. That's it. For using ng model, you need to import forms module. Forms module from forms. Generally, two-way data binding is usually helpful in forms. Form, simple HTML form, for that purpose only, it is important, two-way data binding. Now, what we have written to the input box, we have written that ng model. What is this ng model? It is called directive. Directive is the next topic. So this ng model, ng app, ng part, lots of directives are there and they have some meaning. Now what this ng model is doing, this ng model is a predefined function in Angular, which means that on whatever value it is working, it will set its value in the view as well as the component. Now you have given one ng model to this input tag. Whatever you are writing here, it will be visible in wherever you are calling it, right? This is what ng model is, right? You will understand this part more deeply when we are talking about directives, because even this ng model is giving you the some problem. Somewhere J heard model means database. Model means what? I heard model means database. Model means database. No, who told you? Model is a common term that you can use. Now this ng model is working like a combination of both event binding, because you are not writing the event function, and you here also you are not writing that value that this dot search equals to something like that, right? You are not writing that. Automatically it is doing the things that is called two-way data binding. So now here we will use two-way data binding. Two-way data binding in Angular is generally achieved by by using directives like ng model, ng hyphen app, etc. Two-way data binding. Two-way data binding is generally used in forms and user interaction. So it is related to the user's interaction wherever user is interacting, right? Wherever user is interacting means if user is writing some data, user is trying to click on any form, click on the submit button, wherever whatever user wants to do, it is only related to that. Mostly, right? It has nothing to do with the front end. It is totally the processing part. Okay. So now let's talk about what is this ng model. It is a directive. It is a directive which is used to bind the value of input box in the view and component at the same time. At the same time. For that, we'll see how it is done. For using ng model, we have to import forms module in the component means typescript file. So here we are importing in this section forms module. This part. Okay, this part you need to import. After that, use the ng model directive in the view template and bind the data. So here we are using this particular part and here we are binding the data. You can bind it in any way, right? You can use property binding, you can use event binding, anything you can use for that. Okay, anything. Understood? There are other directives also. We will see those directives and this is how it is done. Okay, understood? Fine. Now let's build a project using this because we have a lot of time. Directives is a topic that will take time to complete, so we are not starting it from today. We started after leaves only. So till then, let's create a new project. Okay, so what project? Something like that one only. Okay, last time we were giving 10 fixed values, right? We were giving 10 fixed values. This time we will give some random values, right? We will make use of some random things. Okay, so I'm telling you what we want to build. Have you played rock paper scissor game? Huh? Have you played rock paper scissor? Tell me its rule because I don't know. After that, we will build this game. Yes, you were saying you have played. What's a good name? Aishwarya. Okay, so what's the rules of rock paper scissor? Okay, okay, okay. These are the requirements. I am asking rules. Rock paper scissor means there will be a rock, there will be a paper, there will be a scissor, and there will be two components. These so I also know. Tell me the rules. Yes, Aishwarya, what are the rules? Have you tried to develop this game? No? Ah, you guys are so boring. Instead of playing the game, let's develop the game, right? Instead of playing the game, okay. If you don't know the game, I'll show you because we have already developed it in another batch. So I forgot the link. Let me check it once. I'll show you. So this was a project that we built, right? That select your move, right? So Aishwarya, is it like that only? So paper, scissor, and rock. If you are selecting this paper, computer has selected scissor, so computer won. Means you are the one player. Computer will play with you. Let's select rock. This time computer has again chosen scissor, so you won. Again I will choose the rock. This time computer has chosen paper, so computer has won. So it is like that, right? So we'll develop this game now. ng new rock hyphen paper. Is it difficult? No? Then come and build. Paper beats rock. Scissor beats paper. Rock beats scissor. Why paper beat rock? Yes, Aishwarya, why paper beat rock? Paper? Paper is not crushing. Paper don't any. Arey man, what you are talking? Paper will tear down in two parts. Paper cover the rocks. Yeah, it wraps the rock. So we'll develop this game, right? See, I never develop boring things. Never. That e-commerce, this, that. No. Caesar can tear down paper into two parts. Wow. Thank you, Pragyandi, for letting us know. We don't know this thing. That Caesar can tear down the paper in two parts. Till then, let's have some brain charming here. Let's first select the background of our color, right? First select the theme. Yes, Gaurav, we will create a to-do app. Don't worry. in which theme you want. Oops, select. Give me a minute, guys. Shreyans is saying that before playing rock paper scissor, if you ask question to opponent, will 90% of time choose scissor? Is it like that? 90% of time they will choose scissor only. Yes. Why? I really in real life I never played with this game. Never. It is a fact. Arey wah. No problem. Let's check what our computer will do. So yes, first you define the template here or theme that either you want in this theme, this. Yes, which theme? Yes, boys. Aye, sir. What are you asking? Huh? Yes, girls. Which theme? First, select the theme from top. Visible? These themes? Which one? No one. Green. This one. Okay. In green, which particular color you want? Dhanush is saying easy mad. Whatever color you are searching, just drop their link in the chat box so that we can check. In greenish, it is every time. We will spend 10 minutes in building the app, 20 minutes in finding the color. Select and tell me one. I will use that. Will it not look good? No? Array, it will look good. Moonlight. Arsha, drop the link because here we can't search it actually. So project is created. So rock paper. Let's first check whether app is working or not. So project is working now. What we will do is removing everything from this, opening the CSS file. Here, I will first create a container, div class equals to container, giving it a height of 100 view height, giving it a width of 100 view width, and then background color. Sir, you are married or not? Who is this? Prajwal, is it a highly asked interview question? Huh? Arey, I am just 12 years old, man. Marrying the minors is not allowed in India. No, I am not. Because I want to live happily. Okay, so allowed in Rajasthan. No, it is not allowed in Rajasthan also, Shreyans. So now background color is coming. We will create a card in the center. Okay. The card is visible, right? So again, create a div class as card. Man must remain bachelor. Then whom girls will marry Pragyandeep if all men are bachelor? Yeah, you guys are so illogical. He's saying all men should be bachelor. Then whom girls will marry if all men will be bachelor? For this card, we will give a width of 500 pixel. Don't talk. Height of 600 pixel and background color. At first, we will give some dark background color so that it should be visible. So white will be visible on this. So this is what happened. Wait. Container. We are on Zoom, I think. So here it is coming this card. Okay, this one. So I will display flags to it and aligning the items in center and justifying the content in center. So now card is coming in center. Card is coming in center. We can change the background color of the card to yellow. See, I am very bad at this part. Designing the things. I don't know designing. Good color combination, this, that. You can keep yours. And here I will give it a border radius of around 10 pixel and okay, fine. So this is our application. Now in this application, what we will do is we will at first give three images, right? At first we will give three images. Let's give. So I already, I think, have those images. Let me check it once. So these are the images. Hmm. So we have these three images. So from here I'll copy them. Where we need to keep our images in Angular. Hey, we have done this thing, guys. In src folder, then assets folder. In assets folder, we will keep those three images. And this is first image is Caesar. So I will rename it to Caesar. And this is rock. I will rename it to rock. This is paper. Okay. Now we have to define the path also for that angular.json. And here what we need to search? Assets. Where are our assets? So here at the top we need to define it are in src slash assets folder, comma, and Now in this, let's try to use those images. So image src here, if you're writing in this way, assets slash rock dot png, and you will okay, not terminated, and you will see that image is not loading. We have kept the image in assets folder, right? So image is not loading this time also. Yes, how to use images in Angular? You forgot. We have discussed this thing very deep, right? Then how it will work, guys? How it will work? Slash missing in JSON file. We are not writing anything in JSON. It is directly we are writing. Yes, images folder missing. No, here we need to write something. So we need to give the path, that is src slash assets. Now here, how it is coming here, src slash assets. You guys don't remember anything. Do we have to keep it in this way? No, in this way? No, no, it is an error. It is saying that it is expecting some columns here. Yes, how to use images in Angular? You need to give its direct path. Means this is the path for internal assets. If you want to use something external, you have to give it here. Then also, if you will see, let's say, so this is what it is coming like this. From view, let me remove assets, and you will check that image is still not loading. So do one thing, run your Angular application again. At first, in this framework, this is the only thing that I don't like. Using the images and other resources is very complex here. You have to define this, that, lot of things you need to do. Now our image is coming, right? After that, you need to decrease its width. So width, let's give it 120, right? So it is coming like that. Okay, it's fine, not an issue. In the same way, we need to give the images for paper and scissor also. So here I will change it to paper, and this I will change to scissor. And you will see both, all these three images are coming. So let's design this particular container now. This card is also displaying flex, which is aligning the items in center, and flex direction is column here. And you will see that all of these three things are coming in this way, right? So justify the content, or no need to justify, just add the row gap here. We will add the row gap of around 20 pixel. You will see that they have some gap now. Okay. So now at the top, I will show one heading, choose your move. Choose your move. So choose your move, right? And in the bottom, I will create a heading H2, which will display the result of computer. Like what computer has chosen. And then another heading which will say result, who won, right? We need to show these two things, the computer and result. And now we don't have anything, so we need to define this part in Angular component. So open the component file here. Computer means what computer will select. It will be a string. Initially it is null. And after that, result. Result will also be in string. Initially it is also null, right? Now what I want is whenever I am clicking on this rock, computer should select something. It should display that computer has chosen something. After that, it should match and give us the result. For that, we need to attach a click event, right? We need to attach a click event to this. And one more thing, that to the images, I will give cursor pointer. I will give the cursor as pointer. So yes, it is fine now. We need to attach the event binding now because it is a click event. For the first image, I will give click event and it will call a function as myFun. In myFun, it will send one argument as rock. It is sending one argument as rock because here you are clicking rock. So I will send the argument of user that user has chosen rock. Now I will define this myFun here. So I will write myFun. In this myFun, I will, because it is accepting one argument. So here it is accepting user argument, that what user is doing. So just declare it to any, and here I will write console.log user has, okay, give it a message. User has chosen plus user, means we will just print it to console that what user is selecting, right? Go to console, and when I'm clicking on the first part, it is printing that user has chosen rock. Do one thing, attach the same event to other particular images also, and we will change their argument, right here and here. So here you will see paper argument, and here you will see Caesar argument. Okay, so again, the what is this? If I am clicking on this, my computer should know that user has chosen paper. If I'm clicking on this, it should say Caesar, and it is saying correctly, means event binding function is working properly, right? When I'm clicking rock, computer knows that I clicked rock. When I clicked paper, computer knows that you clicked paper. When I clicked Caesar, computer know that you clicked Caesar, right? Same one function is working there. Which function? This. Now, instead of finding this part, we are not printing it to console. Now we know that user value is coming. We know that user's value is coming. We need to define the value of computer also. And we want that computer should generate a new value every time. Computer should generate a new value every time. How it will generate? So we know that there is one function available in JavaScript or TypeScript that is called math.random. What it will do, it will generate one random number. So let's, here I will print console.log math.random. So I'm printing to the console math.random, and every time it will print a random number. Let's check. So this time 0.96, this time 0.27, this time 0.13. Now our work is sorted. Let's check how. Inside this function, I will call something, and I will call, I am declaring one variable as number whose value is type of number, and its value is coming from math.random. Its value is coming from math. And here number is throwing error, so you can remove that. Numbers value is coming from math.random. You can define this number value in, we can define this number value in our class, right? So that we can use it. Let's write nothing. Here in class, I will use num dot this dot num this dot num. So numbers value is coming from class which will have the random value, but it is generating the point value every time. Means math.random is a function in JavaScript which will generate the values between 0 and 1. So now if I'm multiplying the random number by 100, you will get a value between 1 to 100. What you will get? Array, it is generating values in this way, 0.967. If you multiply it by 100, you will get something as 96 point something. You will get something like that, right? Right? That's it. Why we are doing? Because we will get a number between 1 to 100 by doing this part. 1 to 100. Now you will see why I am doing this. We can use round, we can use math.floor, we can use %, so that number should coming proper. Now I will do in this way. This dot num equals to this dot num multiply by 100. Right? Now let's just print the value to the console to check whether this working or not. So this dot num. You can create a constructor so that you can directly use num value. Now let's check. 81, 88, 14. Now you are getting different value every 64, 10, 15. So you are getting one different value. Okay, why we are doing this thing? Okay, instead of printing this number, now I will check. So here computer we have defined. Computer means what computer has chosen. So here I will do like this, that if this dot number is greater than or equals to 0, and this dot num is less than equals to 33, less than or equals to 33, means 0 to 33, I will say that computer's value is rock. 34 to 66, computer's value is paper. 67 to 100, computer's value is scissor. Every time it will have a different value, right? Because value will depend on number and number will come different. So here I'm setting that this dot computer equals to paper, right? And after that, I will print the value console.log computer or this dot computer. If you want to use direct computer, you can create a constructor in the class. Okay, this is if. After that, I will write else if. In this, I will write this dot number is greater than or equals to 34, and this dot number is less than or equals to 66. In this way, Same thing I will do, and I will simply say that this dot computer is equals to rock. Here I will write one else condition. In else condition, which one is left? Paper is done, rock is done, scissor. Now every time your computer will have some different values. Every time your computer will have different values. Let's check. So user is selecting paper and computer has selected scissor. Scissor, rock, rock, paper. See, these are the computer value. So computer is selecting different values every time, right? Now we just need to match a value and print the result. That's it. Your game is done, right? So do one thing. It is showing Caesar. It is showing Caesar. So because we are printing it here, right? In the if condition, we are saying that this dot computer. So in this way, we can write the value. Here in this heading, we will show computer has chosen. So in heading, in here we will write computer has chosen computer. So it will come in this way. Computer has chosen means computer is choosing some different values every time. Now you just need to check the result and print it, right? You just need to check the result and print it. Go to TypeScript. In this if else, we have set the value to computer. So remove this console.log. Okay, fine. So now I will close this if else if and else. In the same function, I will check the values now. Here I will write if user is equals to this dot computer. It means if both are equal, game will be draw, right? Now let's say user is also paper, computer is also paper, game will be drawn, game will be draw. If both are rock, game will be drawn. If both are Caesar, game will be drawn. So in this case, I will say this dot result is equals to game has drawn. Game has been drawn. Right? If both are equal, then game is drawn. Now, write another condition. And this time I will assume that user is equals to rock. User is equal to rock. And this dot computer is equals to let's say equal condition we have already written. So user is rock and computer is paper. In this case, who will win? If user is rock and computer is paper. Yes, Aishwarya, who will win in this case? Paper. Paper will win. Array, I am asking if user is having rock and computer is showing paper, who will win? Computer or user? Computer will win. So this dot result equals to computer has won. Computer has won. We will write one another condition. Else if user is equals to rock and this dot computer is equals to Caesar. In this case, who will win? Array, user will win, right? Rock, user is rock here. So I will set that this dot result equal to you have won. You have won. So these are the condition. Same way I will write when user is equals to paper. When user is equals to paper, see, equal condition we have already written. If both are equal, game is drawn. So if user is paper and this dot computer is equals to Caesar, right? Then who will win here? Computer will win. So this dot result equals to computer has won. You can write computer won, computer has won, right? We are not having a class of English grammar, so you can write it. Else if user is still equals to paper and this dot computer is equals to rock. Who will win in this case? User. So this dot result equals to you have won. Now in the last case, user is done with rock, user is done with paper, user has to be Caesar. So else if user is equals to Caesar and this dot computer is equals to rock. So in this case, computer will win. This dot result equals to computer has won. And in the last condition, if user is equals to Caesar, if user is equals to Caesar, wait, user is equals to Caesar and this dot computer is equals to paper, equals to paper. Who will win in this case? So this dot result you have won. That's it. Let's check our application now. Computer has chosen paper and computer has won. So this result is going outside of the card. Do one thing, decrease the height to 100, or you can increase the height width of your container. In any way you can do it. I am selecting rock. Computer has selecting paper. So computer has won. There is a lot of gap, but why? Hmm. Now I am selecting what I am selecting, and computer has selected Caesar. So computer has won. This time I am selecting Caesar and computer has selected paper and I won. That's it. Your game is done. Right now, sure I can play with computer also. You don't need someone to play. Right? That's how it is easy. You just need to think a little. That's it. So this is your homework for the holidays now. At least build it. We will deploy this project and give you the link, code, everything. Try to deploy it and build. Right? It will boost your confidence. It is very easy to build something. For images, let me give border radius because those sharp corners are not looking good. Design, please do good designs. I know I'm not good at that. Color combination. I don't know these things. Hmm? Score. You can show. You can have a count variable. You can show that. Right? Wanna add the count also? Like score. user is 0, computer is 0. Wanna add that? Okay, I'll do it. Array, you just bring the idea to me, I'll build it. So here in the class, I will declare two variables as first. So here we are declaring the variables. Here only I will develop user underscore score, which will be having initial value as 0. What is the problem? Cast it to number. Initial value is 0. Computer score. Computer underscore score, which is number equals to 0. Now, sorry. In this, let's create a container, and inside that container, show h3 user colon user underscore score. In the same way, h3 show computer here colon computer underscore score. Okay, so it is coming in this way. To this div, let's give it a id as score. In css, to this score, I will say you are displaying flags. So user is 0, computer is 0, and I will just add the column gap to 20 pixel. So user is 0, computer is 0. Now what we need to do, whenever user is winning, just update the user's value. So go to TypeScript. This is the draw condition. No one will win here. Here computer is winning. This dot computer score plus plus, or you can write this dot computer score plus 1. What happened? Or remove the casting of number from here. Here you are updating the value. Wherever computer is winning, give this value. And where user is winning, so here user is winning, here update the user's score. Here user is winning, and here user is winning. See, every time this computer is winning. Okay, this time I won. So this is the thing that you are getting here, and that's it. Or do one thing, I'll keep to the card, I will say its height is fit content. See, now it is looking very fine. On mouse over, it is showing that what is being selected. Now, what we need to do, just a reset button. So let's quickly do it. I already told you, window.location.reload, it will reload it. So at last, I am creating a reset button. Button reset, and just bind the event, click event, and what it will perform, reset function, reset game. Define this function in TypeScript. So this is the function for my function. So reset game window dot location dot reload. Right? You can customize the design now. Okay, that's it. We can. Uh, but how you will decide it whenever the game is ending? We can see it is already visible here that user is 5 this time. Wow, I am winning continuously. Now computer is winning, computer is winning. So like this, right? Arey wow, I am winning too much this time. 10. Oh, like we don't have time now. You just need to match the values and display who is the loser here, right? What you need to do in the same function, you need to just write if this dot computer score is lesser, computer is loser, else user is the loser, right? Let's deploy this project now. It's very easy to develop, very easy. Yeah, you can add the celebration poppers or animation. Whenever winning button is doing, you just add that. This is the basic. See, if you want to learn logics, come to me. For design, you can use your own brain. You can use some templates. Yeah, you can add any fireworks video, anything you can do. So project is coming. Now we will deploy this project on Vercel. We cannot deploy Python code to GitHub. Means we can deploy the code, but it will not be going live. Code you can deploy, but it will not be hosting the code. For that, there are lots of resources available. So enjoy your holidays now. If you got time and whenever you are coming to class, make sure that you have developed this application, right? Very easy. Logic building is very easy. Just start thinking from zero that what is the first step, what is the second step, what is the third step. Our project is deployed and this is the link. Let's check it in mobile. So it is rock-paper-ang.vercel.app. So yes, it's opening, but content is not looking good. Means background color yellow is not coming properly. Everything else is looking good. Okay. So this is done. Classes will resume from 17th of January. Same time, same place. Okay. A happy Sankranti to everyone. Understood? Event binding, property binding, rock-paper-ang.versal.app. This is the link. But make sure that after the vacations, you are coming with a refreshing energy, right? Because after that, there is no rest. Tomorrow is class. Arey yaar. Like, I don't know why you guys will ask these kind of questions. If I am saying that today is the last class, after that class will resume on 17th, why are you asking that tomorrow class is there or not? Mansi, you learned a new logic today. श्रीकांत चलो सर गंगा जी नहा के आते हैं हाँ चलो भाई प्रयागराज चलते हैं कुंभ लग रहा है see I don't believe in these kind of things that if you are learning something and you are developing kid level things that doesn't matter if you're learning something build very good logics right so daily you will never see me developing boring things we will be developing some good things instead of these photos you can use any other real time photos this is just for teaching purpose designing is up to you right Chandan what happened to you man I'm not married today why everyone is asking about marriage guys fine guys we'll connect again on 17th. Fine, guys, you can drop the calls now. Which age your marriage? 18, sir, 18. Yes, Dhanush, we will build a very big app also. When I will turn 18, I will get married. I'm just 12 years old now. Fine, guys. Bye bye. Take care.